In this video, we're going to discuss how to add a click track to a patch. Going back to the hierarchy of Mainstage, we can set this on the concert, set, or patch level, but it's doubtful that every song in your entire concert is going to be the same tempo and time signature, so it's more relative on the set and patch levels. Let's take a look at how to do this, and we'll start off by doing this on the set level. We'll say each of these patches is their own song, and 4 out of these 6 patches are 135 beats per minute in 4/4. And the other 2 patches are going to be entirely different. So to do that, we go to the set level, and in the inspector window, we set the time signature to 4/4, change tempo to, and then 135. Setting the time signature at the patch level, we'll set the tempo for every patch within that set unless specified otherwise on the patch level. If I start to scroll through my individual songs in my set, you can see that every tempo is 135 beats per minute. Now let's say that the last 2 songs have a different tempo and a different time signature. So I'll go to song number 5 here. I'll change the time signature to 3/4 and the tempo to 78. I'll do the same thing with song 6. I'm going to change this to 6/8. And we'll do 120. Going back through our songs, you can see songs 1, 2, 3, 4 are all at 135. Song 5 is 78 at 3/4, and song 6 is 6/8 at 120 beats per minute. Let's hear how the click sounds, and we can start that by pressing on this metronome icon. And I'm going to scroll through my patches here so you can hear the tempo changes. If we're using an interface that has 2 audio outputs, we're going to want to send the click track to one output and the rest of the audio to another output. Let me show you how to do that. At first, the click track channel strip is hidden. You have to go to the concert level, then you have to go up to your gearbox and select Show Metronome Channel Strip. And here's our metronome right here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Let's say we want the metronome to send out on our right output, and the rest of our audio from our patches to go out on the left. I'm going to pan this all the way over to the right, and I can do that by clicking this, and moving that all the way over to the right. If I do this on the concert level, you can see that the metronome channel strip now shows up in every patch, and it's panned all the way over to the right. And my instruments are still panned center, so I'm going to have to move those all the way over to the left. Let's hear how that sounds with the click track panned right and the instruments panned left. If you had a multi-layered patch, so you had multiple channel strips, you'd have to pan those all over to the left and make sure your metronome is still panned over to the right. This kind of setup allows us a little bit of flexibility as to where we're sending the click track, even if we're only limited by 2 outputs. This song is set at 78 beats per minute at 3/4. When I go out to play live, well, we all know that energy starts flowing, and I may want to play this a little faster, and I have the opportunity to set the click track for the rest of the band. To set the tap tempo, that needs to be set up as an action. I'm going to go over to the concert level, assignments and mappings, find the button I want to use, select actions, and then select tap tempo. Now my button 8 on the concert level, the action is tap tempo. I may want the flexibility of turning the click on and off during my concert as well. I can do that. I'm going to go to button 9 here, select actions, and then select metronome. So I have metronome and tap tempo as these 2 buttons. Let's check that out. I'm going to start my metronome by hitting button 9, and then I'm going to readjust the tempo by tapping it with button 8. So that wraps up this video on click tracks. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.